Balotelli, Aguero!
Brought to you by Modelo.
And Gerrard!
We live.
You know how it is.
Armchair Analyst, we back again. My guy Tom.
Yes, baby.
And obviously your boy Lewis Devine. You know what's back? Football's back, which means
Finally.
we're back.
All of this international games has just been literally all the scoreline. I think the least score was like 3-0. This whole entire
Yeah,
like, everyone's been just killing the other country because it's complete mismatches.
Mate, peppered. Italy won 9-1.
Yeah.
I actually watched that game because their kit's fire and I'm going to buy one. Their kit is actually fire. But they played like their third team and still won 9-1 against Armenia. I didn't even know Armenia still had a team.
I didn't even.
Mkhitaryan plays for
Well,
him.
this international break is just.
I don't think my TV's ever been off so much. I cannot be asked to watch it. But with the Premier League being back, we're back, blessing your ears with our beautiful voices.
Yeah, with all of our bullshit
and all our unsolicited opinions that aren't backed by any sort of experience other than the fact we watch football and we kicked a ball once. All right, so the biggest actual only thing to happen in the international break.
Yeah.
Spursy decided to sack their second best ever manager.
Oh yeah.
I mean, surprised?
No, not at all. I wouldn't say I saw it coming, but I thought he would have had till like January, like at the most. I thought January would be at the most be like his expiration, and then he would have been gone because he hinted it from last year that if he won the Champions League with Spurs, then that would have been him with the club, So it's not unexpected. I think it's a good move for Spurs, personally. I mean, like we've been talking about it quite a bit. I don't know how Jose is going to work out with the players that Spurs has got at the moment, but January time, I don't think he's going to get that much money for January. Maybe for the next year it's going to be, because they're already way behind. I don't think they're going to climb up all the way up to the top four. I mean, Jose can keep a consistent win, but I don't see Leicester falling off, and the way Chelsea's playing, I don't see them falling off neither. So,
I mean, because of the gap so little between like top 7 and where they are, they probably get into Europa League spots. Yeah, but I thought, although I wasn't surprised that Poch got sacked. I mean, you can tell over the international break that him and Levy were going for each other's throats.
Yeah,
but I just think Mourinho and Spurs is a disaster.
You think so?
Because nothing to really do with the club, although I'll get onto the players in a minute and why I don't think they're what Mourinho. Levy's ego. He has no clue how to manage a football club. He's got a massive ego.
He's just rich.
And then Mourinho's ego. Mourinho is not getting the kind of money he got at Chelsea, and he's definitely not getting the money he got at Man U.
Yeah, but you got to consider that Mourinho is kind of just desperate for a job at the moment.
Oh yeah, he's getting £21 million a year now.
He's literally the leftover of managers right now, because like he was working for Sky Sports. That's how Sky Sports signed him. Like, I don't think they've ever signed like a quality manager like that to be a reporter for them. Do you know what I mean?
He just needs that money for them Christmas presents.
Yeah, and all of his like the things that he's done for Sky Sports are not even like great neither. Like he just gets views because he's Jose Mourinho. Like on YouTube, every time you see Jose Mourinho's name, you're gonna click on it.
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is, like, Mourinho, he manages big clubs.
Yeah,
Tottenham aren't a big club yet. They can be.
I think like he can push him to that direction, but it's a big push. Big push.
He's not going to get the money he wants because, one, they're in £900 million debt from that stadium. 2, they've got loads of players that are low on contract, running low on their contract, so they've got to renew. They've got to renew that. I think the only way he gets the money to build a team is by selling. And there's not.
Eriksen's gone. I don't think Eriksen's gonna stay.
I think Eriksen's gonna go to Juventus for a free because he's eligible to.
If he does go there, Juventus is gonna be a solid team. Yeah. They've got Ramsey.
Oh, what a player!
Oh my god!
Right, I think Juventus are just doing the tactical. If we buy everyone around us, then we might win the Champions League. But I feel bad for Poch as well because I think he's been.
I do feel bad for him because
He's done
My brother
everything.
knows him actually.
Is it?
Yeah, he always used to go to where my brother used to work.
Oh, yeah.
So not know him like
No,
close,
but he's seen him.
but he's often there. So
They're not
he
like
always says hi
first
to
name
him. Yeah,
basis.
he was kind of disappointed, like even though he doesn't support Spurs, he's like, he was sad to see him go because
I mean, he's done so much, and the moment
he has. Like, to be fair, I haven't heard a single bad thing coming up from like any Spurs fan, which is rightly so because he's literally excelled how Tottenham is playing at the moment. Well, for the past 3 years,
they've been punching above their weight since he's been
yeah.
there. But the thing is, the thing that I used to get in a debate with Spurs fans about this when they were slagging off Wenger, even though I'm not a massive fan of Wenger, they were going, "Oh yeah, Poch is better than Wenger, this and that. Look what he's doing." I was like, "How many trophies has he won?" And he went, "Nothing. It doesn't matter about that." Yeah. Then all of a sudden, as soon as they sacked Poch, I've been hearing Spurs fans going, "Yeah, he didn't win enough trophies." So what's changed? you lot are proper fickle. He's a good manager. He just hadn't won any trophies because your fucking club is allergic to trophies.
I don't think they've got, they haven't got that edge to just win trophies.
No, and I think they'll crumble under Mourinho.
They always do.
Dele Alli is not going to like the way Mourinho plays.
Yeah, Dele Alli is going to be
not going to like the way he's treated.
Look at Jay Lings.
Trust.
Jay Lings was like on the bench when Mourinho was
He's
there.
going to be playing for West Ham by the end of Mourinho's tenure. Harry Kane will probably be Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, I think is the type of striker that Mourinho likes.
Yeah, I mean, it's that. And you can't get rid of Harry Kane.
Yeah,
if you get rid of Harry Kane, Tottenham are going to...
Yeah.
Lloris, I think Lloris is going to need to watch his back because I think he's going to want a new
keeper. He's not going to come back till next year.
No. Alderweireld, Vertonghen, I think they're the last legs.
Yeah, Vertonghen, definitely. I don't know about... I can never say his name.
Danny Rose is going to get sacked off real... Aurier's got no chance.
That's the big issue, is how he's going to fit in all those players. Like, they work good for Poch because they give Poch such good respect, but for someone who's going to demand so much out of them, I think
they crumble. I think we see a lot of players that have played for Chelsea and Man U under Mourinho end up at Spurs.
They want Matic, isn't it?
What's the point when you got two fucking double-decker buses in Eric Dyer and Wanyama? Wanyama's the kind of player that he might like.
But Matic played well under Mourinho.
It's true. But I just don't know. I think he's getting a bit leggy now.
It's been a while since he's performed really. Like when he was at Chelsea, oh my goodness, like he was like one of my favourite players.
I mean, at that time, him and Kante together, for that one season,
when we won the trophy, oh my god,
that was ridiculous because he had the unit and then Kante clearing it, doing everything else because he knew he couldn't do much. But I mean, it's going to be an interesting experiment. I
think it's an upgrade personally.
Oh, it's the best manager they've ever got in terms of resume.
He's a winner and like like I said, he demands a lot out of his players, and he's gonna push them to something that they've never experienced before. Because there's no way that Jose is gonna settle for anything less,
Oh, 100%. Technical difficulties.
I know, right?
I really cannot see him lasting longer than 15 months.
Who?
Jose. Him and Levy are gonna clash so bad, and it's gonna be amazing to watch.
I think he's got like a 3-year kind of like expiration date, right?
Yeah, he's getting 21 million quid every year for 3 years.
Every year?
So he's going to be earning
Seriously?
£63 million.
And if he gets sacked, he still gets to keep that,
Yeah.
Or it depends on how they work out the contract.
Minted. There's no way Mourinho would have taken it if he wasn't guaranteed a good chunk of change. But let's step off that because everyone's probably sick of hearing about Mourinho now.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the games this weekend because there's
wait. How about Poch going to Bayern? What's your thoughts about that?
I think she come to Arsenal.
Yeah, we were talking about
Banter
that.
FC.
If he does go to Arsenal again, that's a massive upgrade because he's gonna back up the players, whereas your manager at the moment is not doing.
We won't talk about him. I've had enough of good evening. But the thing is, if Poch came over to us, he'd get the backing from the board.
I think he's got the right players to fit in his system as well.
And it'd be sick. Imagine Pepe, Aubameyang, Lacazette.
I think Bellerin will excel with him.
Yeah, and he'd play Torreira in his actual position, and Torreira might not leave after that. But I think
the thing is that your team's actually got a good rotation if it's put on well. Because
we've got the soldiers, we just haven't got the general. But I mean, the Poch to Bayern thing, like you said, I said to a Spurs fan today, I'd be very worried if that happened because there's one player I think Poch will want to bring with him, Heung-min Son.
Yeah.
And I could see Son going to Bayern Munich.
if he does go to Bayern with Lewandowski on his last legs, I think it's gonna be a dangerous
playing with Gnabry as well.
Oh.
And Spurs.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Son going there. I love Son.
That'd be sick. And I wouldn't be scared of seeing him play every time.
They'll probably win some big. Like, they could push for like semis or finals if that happens. How long's Son's contract left?
I don't know. I think he's got like 3 years left. But the thing with Son is, that it's not only their best player they lose if they lose Son, because I still think Son's better than the best player they've got.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they'll lose all the Korean market as well. Because the Koreans that come to see Son don't come to see Tottenham. They don't know who Tottenham are. They come to see him in Son. They're poster. If he goes Bayern Munich, they all go to Germany.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit. He could play for bloody Al Ali in Qatar. Yeah. They're still going to go and watch him.
100%.
So that could be the other problem.
Yeah.
But
that's out the way.
Let's get rid. Sod that manager talk. Let's get to some tasty fixtures over the weekend.
Yeah.
What are we starting with?
It just so happens to be West Ham versus Tottenham to begin the international break.
Oh, West Ham home.
I mean, post-international break. Yeah, West Ham home. I think Tottenham's gonna win 1-0. I'm just gonna say it because Mourinho is not a attacking manager.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's West Ham.
But West Ham they won their last game, innit?
I'm not sure.
I think
but
they did.
West Ham and Tottenham. West Ham are their bogey team. West Ham do turn them over a fair amount. And I do think with the fact that Mourinho is not going to have had that much time to work with his players.
Yeah.
I think West Ham might do it. I'm thinking West Ham 1-0.
I mean, if West Ham does it,
I'll be laughing. Mourinho will lose his head already.
Push them further out of our distance.
Yeah, I think West Ham 1-0.
West Ham 1-0. Fair enough.
What's the next game?
We've got Arsenal versus Southampton.
Southampton 7, Arsenal 0.
You guys have got this, man.
We're gonna lose. No, we're gonna draw. I was listening to
after that international break.
Wait, it doesn't matter because they're gonna get back to good evening.
Yeah, but that
and they're gonna be like,
shit momentum is not out of the way now. But it's like a fresh start in a way.
I mean, I don't think we'll win. And going by what he was saying in the press conference as well, I'd be severely concerned. He was calling Southampton good away from home. They've conceded 13 or 12 goals in their last 2 games away from home. We're going to draw this, and if Emery doesn't
Southampton's a good team this year.
They've been
they've
been trash. They lost 9. They were the ones that lost 9-0, didn't they?
They're relegation zone. I didn't know that.
They've been around the relegation line for like 4 or 5 years, and I fucking hope you go down because Southampton, you're a bunch of bastards when we play you.
We'll see then.
We're going to draw 1-1.
I'll say 3-0 Arsenal.
I'm going 1-1 because Arsenal.
Alright, next one. Brighton versus Leicester.
Pride boys. They're back again.
I feel like it's going to be a draw. I'm just hoping for a draw because obviously it's Leicester.
It benefits you.
Yeah.
But those Pride boys and their
Brighton
Pride power.
is not a bad team. Brighton are a solid defensive team.
They're solid. The Pride boys are going to work together. I think they're going to lose 3-1 to Leicester.
Yeah.
I think Leicester are just, the momentum can't be. Maybe, I think the international break came at the wrong time for them.
Possibly.
Because they were ploughing through. They cut through us.
Yeah, literally. They were like on form. Like I didn't think anyone, even if they had Liverpool, I think they would have played very well against them. I mean, maybe they would have drawn like the last game against Liverpool. They should have.
They should have drawn that. They were unlucky. I think Leicester are probably the best when on their day. Play some of the most attractive football.
They do. Yeah, the passing
you apart.
Yeah.
Tielemans and Maddison running at you, you just don't want it. You just want to go home at that point. But I think Leicester just be too strong. They'll keep the pace up on Man City. Probably win 3-1. Which we'll get to that Man City game later because that's an interesting one.
Alright, we got Watford versus Burnley. Let's not waste too much time. Just say a prediction. Yeah,
Burnley. Fuck that game. We ain't talking about that. Yeah. That's illegal.
This one I'm kind of interested in. I have a good feeling that Crystal Palace could potentially beat Liverpool because they're playing really good.
Yeah,
they're playing really good.
I mean, you could say that, and they have turned over Liverpool before. Do you
remember that's what I'm saying because they've played good against Liverpool. So
it's possible. I see where you're going for it. I think it's that. Do you say it's at Palace? Right?
Yeah. I think I'm not saying I'm hoping, but I think it's time for Liverpool to take an L. So.
It's possible. I mean, after the international break might be the best time. Apparently, a few players had some private issues.
Comfortable, like they've beaten literally everyone. So I feel like coming out of international break, I feel like they're gonna be,
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Lose a bit, so maybe 1-0 Palace.
Possibly. I think Big Boy is going to play very defensive. We'll just leave Zaha lurking up the field somewhere. Maybe take a 1-0. I don't know how. I'm kind of leaning more to like a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, because Liverpool always comes back somehow.
Yeah, I think we'll get a 1-0 in like the first 30 minutes from Crystal Palace. They're just going to hold on for dear life, and Liverpool will score towards the end. It's going to be an interesting game.
Always happens.
Yeah. Then
we move on to Bournemouth versus Wolves again.
It's not the worst game. Bournemouth are looking good this year.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get relegated when we first started this podcast. Remember? I think I put them on my relegation.
Yeah, Bournemouth. I do like Eddie Howe, and again, talk about managers. If Arsenal got Eddie Howe, I wouldn't be angry. He might not be glamorous, but he can set a team up and he can get a lot out of his players. But again, it's not. Wolves don't do too well in the Prem this year. They're doing well in Europa League.
They're starting to come up though, because they were in relegation zone like at one point. Remember?
Yeah,
I think they lost their first 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, they had the Europa League hangover because they aren't used to it. But I think I'll go Wolves 2-1.
2-1. What, Wolves 2-1?
Yeah, I think Wolves win that. Bournemouth are a strange team. They'll beat a good team and then lose to a somewhat average.
I'd say. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. 3-1 Bournemouth.
Fair enough.
Then we move on to Everton versus Norwich.
No. Why?
Norwich has just literally gone down.
Mate, Pookie's stopped partying. Wendy's given up, and Max Aaron can't even get a game. That's why I took
such a high and such a low.
Mate,
literally, they could have not asked for a better start.
Yeah, they went at it. Even that Liverpool game when they got harassed 4-2.
They drew. Yeah, we drew against them when we should have. We was up 2-0
goals.
Yeah, and then ended up drawing against them. So
it's not going to be the worst game in the world because Everton are shite. That team annoys me. Because they're so good.
They do, innit? You always talk about every time I mention Everton.
They pipe up so much. Like, we're going to win this year. We spent 90 million. Again, sat their manager, do shit. You're trash. You're a beat. You'll never be Liverpool. The only reason you're close to Liverpool is because of fucking your geographic location. You are shit. Your new stadium is going to be in the water is going to sink because your builder's going to bottle it like your club. Fuck you. I hope Norwich beat you.
I'm just going to say Norwich 1-0, just for the fun of it.
I'm not a fan of Everton. Just to clarify.
Alright then, move on to the best game of the weekend. Man City versus Chelsea.
True story, I actually didn't realise this was on.
No?
I checked the fixtures yesterday.
I thought it was on a Sunday. It's actually on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Dinner, watch a bit of Chelsea, Man City. Watch my money come in with the bet I'm going to place.
I need to go watch this game,
this
properly.
Is. I'm gonna give the floor to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-1 Chelsea. I don't care what anyone say.
I agree with you. Maybe not the scoreline, but I agree that Chelsea are gonna win this game.
I have a good feeling as well. Normally, I know when we're gonna get battered, but I have a really good feeling that we can come back because we lost against City earlier, innit? Yeah, we did lose against them. I think.
I can't remember.
3-1, 2-1. But now all of our boys have matured. And they're slowly getting more comfortable every single game. So
I agree.
If we can keep it together, because we play excellent in the first half, almost every single game. But
I
it's
agree.
The second half that we struggle with. So if we can get in because against the last Premier League game that we had, we played excellent both halves. So if we can do that, that'd be amazing.
I do agree that I think Chelsea are going to win. I know it's at the Etihad, but there's no home field advantage for bloody Man City. They've got no fans.
They've got 3 fans.
The reason, I just think Man City have looked shaky at the back at the moment. They've got a lot of players injured. They're midfield class. They're still a class side, but I just think the way Chelsea are playing at the moment, you're going to have no fear. Because if you lose, you're supposed to lose.
Yeah. So
Lampard knows to set a team up.
Yeah,
I think Pulisic, you're gonna have to game. This is gonna be the game.
Yeah, because he's been playing amazing.
Yeah,
his last 4 games is just can't ask for.
I give it to Lampard.
Scored 7 goals.
Yeah, he got the perfect hat trick, left foot, right foot header. I give it to Lampard. He's managed that situation very, very, very well.
Yeah,
and good evening could learn from that with the Torreira situation. I do think Chelsea win. I think Chelsea might win 3-1. I think you might have a bit more of a bigger
counter,
victory.
Yeah, because their most most of the time open up the back once you open them up from a counter.
They panic. Yeah. And if Angelino plays,
they got Stones as well, innit? Stones and what's his name?
Laporte.
No,
it's Otamendi playing.
I think he might be.
If it's Otamendi Stones, I think you might win higher than 3-1. I think you might win 4-1.
Right,
but
let's not get ahead of ourselves. But 2-1 Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.
If you win that, I assume Leicester goes second.
No, we go second.
Do you go second? What's the table?
Well, it depends if Leicester wins, because they play an early kickoff. So if they do win against Brighton, then they go second. They go second. No, they're second now. Anyways,
are they?
Yeah. So it's Liverpool, Leicester, Chelsea, City.
Oh wow! I've not looked at the table lately. Yeah. So potentially City could. Is it? No, it's not possible for City to drop out the top 4, is it?
No. It's like 8 points. I think they're 8 points behind.
Yeah. So City. I think City could actually lose a bit more place in the top 3. I think I'm going to go with a Tammy goal from a corner. Pulisic is going to get one, and
I think Pulisic is going to score.
And Jorginho probably score a penalty.
VAR is always playing against Man City.
My lord, VAR. What are the odds? 11-2 for Chelsea to beat Man City. I'm having that. 13-2 for West Ham to beat Spurs. I'm having that. And I think I had a bet on us to draw as well. I'm going to take that. But no, that's going to be a tasty game.
Yes, it is indeed. All right, then we move on to Sheffield United versus Man United.
Is that a Sheffield?
Yeah, I think Sheffield is one of the other team that I thought was going to get relegated. But they are freaking killing it.
They were my team that I expected, that the underdog team I expected to do well.
They're smashing.
They just set up so well. They play good football as well. It's not like they set up to play negatively. The team, and it's at home, and they haven't lost a game.
And they are scoring goals. Like they're not just laying back. They are like
they put pressure on you. They can control the game if they want to.
Yeah.
And Man
we drew against them, and we were up like 3. I think we were up 2-0 as well.
Yeah, you were.
Ended up drawing against them.
And we lost comfortably to them 1-0.
They took over the game, innit?
Yeah, they dominated us. They rinsed us. With Man U and how shaky they are, I don't think they beat Sheffield.
Yeah, I don't think so neither. I think especially Sheffield's playing home. So
and I've got Lundstram in my fantasy team, and he's been racking up the points. They've picked up a few injuries, Man U. So I'm gonna go Sheffield
1-0.
I'm gonna go 2-0.
2-0.
I just think they're just gonna be too strong at home. And how often would you say that a team that's just been promoted?
I know, right?
That's ridiculous.
Top five.
Yeah.
All right, then. Our last game. Let's not waste our time.
Thank God that's the last game.
All right. Aston Villa versus Newcastle.
That's painful. Newcastle winning.
I want Aston Villa to win just because John Terry is assistant coach there.
I do like Jack Grealish.
I've got to support my Chelsea. One of the best defender in Premier League history.
That's Mustafi, isn't it?
Yeah, he's up there. Definitely.
We'll probably end up in the team tomorrow.
I'd say Villa 2-1. Time for them to win. They've been playing terrible.
I think Newcastle are going to win. The thing is,
to be fair, they did. Newcastle was looking good recently as well.
The thing is with Newcastle as well, it's none of their strike. They spent £40 million on a striker Joelinton, who was never worth £40 million. He only scored like 7 goals, and the only people that are scoring are the defenders. Just play all your centre backs up front. Sod it, because your strikers are good at stopping people from scoring.
Yeah.
Fucking keep them back. Send your centre backs up top, and they'll bang in a few goals for you. I wish we had that at Arsenal, because Jesus Christ.
David Luiz.
What a man. Just can't defend. But I mean, that could either be a really good game or a drab piece of just the teams attempting to defend. But I won't be watching it.
Yeah,
and I don't think I'm going to look at match of the day
as well.
Monday?
Yeah.
I can burn in hell that game.
Yeah, I'll be in the gym, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to be anywhere but watching that. Exactly. I don't care where I am. I'll just watch paint dry. But I mean, it's not the worst game of football to welcome back the Premier League from international break.
Yeah.
And obviously for me, I don't really want football to kick off again because Arsenal are going to lose. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Chelsea City and Chelsea win against Pep.
I really hope so.
Hopefully convincing Arteta to come to Arsenal and manage us. So good evening.
If he does, oh my goodness, that's going to be like Chelsea and Lampard.
Yeah, and the other thing is he's been taught by Pep.
Yeah, with that mentality.
El Jefe.
Yeah.
This could go really well, or we could get relegated. Either one would be funny because I've always wondered what it'd be like.
It's a good shot. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'd always wondered what it'd be like to watch a championship team and go to the playoffs. I mean, I'm up for the banter. Maybe not from Spurs fans, but anyone else, I'll take it. But I mean, I think that's everything for sport this weekend. Yeah. Deontay Wilder's fighting Ortiz, but who cares about that? Because Deontay Wilder fights bums. And also, it's on at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, we'll try to get another podcast in for fights this week.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the UFC coming up in December. We've got AJ's fighting the following weekend.
2 weeks now.
So that'll be 1 week. 2 weeks. We'll talk about that one.
Yeah, 100%.
And
all right, let's save it because I'm itching to talk about it. But we'll save it for.
Fights are back. We like watching people get punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That.
So that's closing out the podcast. As always, with my guy ThomDelaCruz.
You know how it is, baby.
Follow him on the socials, and if you're interested in any personal training, my guy's a personal trainer. He'll get you dench.
Oh, you know how it is. We build our bodies in the winter and we show it off in the summer, baby.
Bears don't cut in the winter. Bears bulk in the winter. So anyone worried about putting on a bit of fat right now, fuck it, be happy.
Embrace it.
Trust, get happy, get flabby.
Exactly.
And I think that's it.
That's
it. It's been a pleasure as always. Going on a rant about people like Everton and shit games and good games. And we'll be back next week. I'm your analyst. We out. Thank you for listening.